Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the New England Patriots. They met here on the opening Thursday of 2015, and they're at it again here. The Steelers and Pats are underway. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. First carry for James Conner. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Toss play, Conner. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And incomplete here on third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
James White, and he'll take this one up to about the 13. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
To throw is Brady. To Michelle on the dump off. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it third down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that's complete. It's Watson. And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. action here on first down. He hits his target, left side, Watson. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Yeah, once more, strong running. Excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On first down, Brady. He'll check this one down to Michelle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A really good pickup of 28 yards. The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. On the handoff, it's Michelle. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
On second down, Michelle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Bud Dupree. In there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on,
one?
what does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Roethlisberger will hand to Connor. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
All right, now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be third down.
Kings. Big. Hey, set. Blue 30. Monday. Snickers, you got to spin.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. And he's got Moncrief. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a big 32-yard play on third. A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's McDonald. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Hey, ready? Blue 30.
On second down, Roethlisberger. This will be caught at about the 5. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Shotgun now for Brady. He's going to wind up and air it out. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play there for New England. 58 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. A give. This is Michel. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, Michel. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
He'll get it up the middle. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. From the gun, it's Brady. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Benjamin Watson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Pats able to cash in for 6. Yeah, he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Steelers set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Here we go.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. Now been hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And fortunately, the offense will cover this one up back at the 5-yard line. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Taken at the 37. Oh, he slipped right by him. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. And Thomas has it. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or a man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Gordon. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Josh Gordon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. And the Steelers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Snickers, got to spin.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Trying to lay one up deep. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Patriots take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10. Brady. Looking deep downfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
He's going to air. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They give him a gain of 38. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Brady now to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. On play action, now Brady. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 56 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Coming left is Michelle. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. They'll try to get this offense going with Michelle. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Joe Hayden there to bring him down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And it's Michelle once again. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick. Right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
It's Connor as they stay on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Now Roethlisberger back into his end zone. Got his man complete over the middle. It's McGee. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Patriots have it. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? Allen on to punt as he gets this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Here's Roethlisberger. And McDonald here over the middle. He's at the 30. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
They go play action with Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Washington, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Now Roethlisberger. And it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
They begin with Michel on the ground. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Brady to throw on 2nd down. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And Jeffrey's got it. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Pittsburgh. We get set for the fourth quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Brady again. He sets to fire deep. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The drive will start with Connor. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Looking for Moncrief, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they'll indeed take a knee. Here's Jordan Berry now, standing just outside his own goal line. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is fielded at the 27. Now a hit and a loose football. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
I remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game, And we just saw evidence of why right there with that fumble.
Yeah, fumble on the punt, and after it was turning up to be a pretty decent return.
Yeah, a really nice return. They were going to be set up okay, and the offense would feel good running onto the field. And now the defense has to try it out there and try and slow them down.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
And they will take a knee here. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. And they take a knee. Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. So the Patriots coming out now.
I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Again, it's Michelle. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. On the ground is Michelle. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Wait, 20!
Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal, that's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for New England, they move ever closer to the perfect regular season as they run things to 14-0. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.